Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our weekly conjunction videos, and today we are going to be doing a very interesting conjunction of Venus and Moon, and what happens when you have Moon and Venus in the same sign and in the same house in your horoscope, and that creates a conjunction, two planets being in the same house and the same sign. And obviously, if you do not know what kind of conjunctions you have, if you have Venus-Moon conjunction in your horoscope, for that, check out the links here and check out my full astrological report, where on the second page at the bottom, you will see exactly where each planet is placed. And on top, there will be a chart that will show you exactly what planetary conjunctions you have, especially with all the video watch list attachments that you will get, where how to read a chart and how to see what, conjunctions and aspects you're having. So that will be at this link here, including my books, Astrology, Conjunction, and Aspects of the Speed of Light. And especially my book of conjunctions, you will learn how to read a conjunction, because it's not as generic as a meaning of a conjunction. No, you have to see many things to see what is this conjunction really doing. You also have to see who's holding the lowest degrees, which we will discuss, because planet with the lowest degrees has a more important say in the conjunction. So all these interesting things, including all my my magazine related to career and destiny, and my consultations, all at this link here. So let's discuss Venus and Moon conjunction. So when you have Moon Venus in your chart, what is happening? Because remember, conjunctions play a very pivotal role in your chart as to who you are as a person. Because first of all, what is Moon? Moon represents your mind, your emotions, your home, your happiness. It's the feeling of where the heart is, where the home is, or home is where the heart is. Moon represents your mother. It's your inner child. And Moon represents many other things, but these are the basic things that Moon represents. Moon is like a part of your personality, because what we think inside is what we create outside, is what people look at us as. Because what you think inside is what you might speak outside. And when you speak, people judge you as to who you are as a personality. So besides your sun and the ascendant, Moon becomes a very important part of your personality. Now, what is Venus? Well, Venus represents relationship. Mainly, Venus is all about relationships. It's all about creating relationships, marriage, spouse, and especially for a man, it represents a wife. Venus represents your creative ability, your ability to express your creative self outside. It's your ability to either enjoy or not enjoy a luxurious life. You know how some people are into luxurious life, some people are not. Venus is also that. Venus represents currency, like money, paper money. Jupiter is a significator of money and finance, but Venus actually represents the physical currency. So it becomes part of the wealth. And Venus represents sweets, Venus represents vehicles, anything that gives you conveniency in this life. Anything that makes you feel luxurious is what Venus is. So what happens when these two planets come together? Well, this is a conjunction of a person who is very sweet, very charming, very much a sweet, gentle-minded person who just wants to have a harmonious relationship with people, who really attaches themselves to people in relationships and love. Their happiness, their emotions depend upon how the relationships are happening in their life. And it's not just about love relationships. It's not just about, relationships regarding your girlfriend or boyfriend. It's about regarding any relationship, whether it's a relationship with your mother, your father, your siblings, your friends, your bosses, your co-workers. And obviously the mind is being affected here, so the person becomes very creative, because creativity comes here. It's like you're sipping a coffee, or I'm playing my video game and suddenly something will spark that spark is that Venus, that, hey, here's a creative idea for you. Because you're constantly thinking in your mind, right? So Venus there kind of, it's like having a current. If Saturn is there, you may have a current of, doing routine, repetitive work, working with machinery. But Venus sends out a signal of creativity, arts, music, relationships, sexual relationships, romance. So the mind is constantly getting these signals. So that's what the main juice of this conjunction is. This person's a very loving person, and the mind always needs somebody as part of your world. Meaning, these people constantly need a relationship. In order for their mind to feel balanced, they need to be loved. They need to feel love and give love. Now, this is where the problem actually comes in regarding this conjunction as well. What happens is, Moon is a very receptive planet, and I've discussed this before too. Whoever is conjunct Moon or aspects Moon, Moon starts to feel like that planet. Because remember, Moon is really the reflection of the sun, the sunlight on the Moon. So it becomes very receptive. With Venus, what it happens is, it constantly wants love. It constantly wants that nourishment. It constantly wants that romance. And what happens is, when they do not get that, they feel dissatisfied. They feel agitated. And then they will look for love somewhere else. Because what happens is, Moon actually kind of takes away the qualities of Venus. It's being receptive, so it's like eating away Venus. And so what happens is, after taking all this energy of Venus away, Venus is left empty. So what happens is, they usually get into relationships which are empty. Or they themselves want to be in a relationship which is empty and superficial. And so what happens with these people, and I've seen this actually, especially if this conjunction is receiving a malefic aspect of a planet or malefic planet, most definitely these are the people who constantly need to have a relationship. But if relationship doesn't work out, they do not want to work at it. They're simply like, okay, I'll look somewhere else. Because remember, as much as they're loving, they're all about loving. They're all about the good times. But relationships are not always good. Relationships go through their up and down. And this is where this conjunction needs to realize that my ability to have a relationship will not just require all the good times and drinking wines and eating sweets and the caviars. It'll require me to work towards a relationship. It'll require me to say, hey, I'm sorry, make negotiations happen, call somebody if they're mad at you. And that's where this kind of problem may come in. Where, especially in the early age, they're very, very needy relating regards to relationship. But when it comes to time to work at it, that's where they feel like agitated, because now they have to go out of their comfort zone. Because Moon is a significator of comfort. Venus too is a significator of comfort, because both are relating to 4th house energy. 4th house is conveniences, 4th house is emotions, security, comfort. So these two planets kind of co-rule this house. So your energy of the 4th house, when it's there, these people definitely can have a lot of money. Especially through the mother, they will have a lot of money. Mother will be one of their best source of income, wealth, and luxury. If this conjunction occurs in the 5th house or 11th house, you can surely bet that they will get some sort of an inheritance or some sort of a material valuable from the mother, if there's no malefic aspect on this conjunction. But remember, when we study conjunction, we always have to look who's holding the lowest degrees, who's holding the highest degree. So let's discuss that scenario as well. So let's say in your conjunction, Moon is holding the lowest degrees and Venus is holding the highest degrees. Let's say moon is at 10 degrees, Venus is at 12 degrees, 15 degrees. And remember, these conjunctions are really, really strong when they're within 10 degrees. The closer they are within 10 degrees, that's how conjunctions really affect you. If moon is at 2 degrees, Venus is at 26 degrees, really not a conjunction. But when this happens, when moon holds the lowest degrees, guess what's happening? Moon holds the lowest degree, moon holds the biggest say. So now here, Venus sitting on the throne of moon, saying that mind wants relationship, love, 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 luxury, 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 luxury. For a man, it'll be women, women, women. They want to constantly have women around them. The mind wants to be in relationship, be in love, experiencing luxurious things, experiencing the sexual pleasures. The mind always wants to have this sense of value that they own something. So in a good way, this mind is very financially oriented. This mind is all about how I can make that big money so I can live this luxurious lifestyle. Or this mind is going to be, again, doing what? Moon is now taking away that Venus's power upon it. So mind really sucks in that energy. Mind is always just looking for that good time in the relationship and may not be able to stand the bad time. When it comes to bad times, like, all right, fine, I need to look for a new relationship. You know, kind of like that dialogue of, what is that guy, David Chappelle in You've Got Mail. He says, you know, I do the same thing. You know, when I'm at a level in a relationship, then I take it to the next level. And then I take it to the level after that. And then I take it to the level where it's absolutely necessary for me to leave. That's what happens. They'll keep taking the relationship to a certain level until it either works out or it's absolutely necessary for them to leave. But let's say Venus holds the lowest degree. Venus is holding at 10 degrees. Moon is at 15 degrees, 14 degrees, you know. Here now Venus becomes strong. Moon is on the throne of Venus. What this person is all about is about giving love. This person is all about wanting to have a harmonious relationship. This person is all about wanting to work things out. Because remember, Venus really looking for that coordinal relationship. So mind being on a throne of Venus, your moon being on a throne of Venus, shows that, okay, mind finds its stability through working out relationships. So this becomes far better scenario than the other when it comes to working with relationships. Here, Venus finds its strength that, okay, fine, I'm not in my right zone. Problems are happening in my relationship, my marriage. All right, let me just sit back, probably get some counseling, go on a vacation and try to work things out and see what's going on. So here, Venus is able to work a little bit more with this person or with the other person. Also, with mind on the throne of Venus, these people are extremely creative. If Moon was holding the lowest degrees, this is one of those actors who needs to be guided in order for them to act good. But if your Venus holds the lowest degree in this, these are those natural actors. They're like, yeah, I know exactly what you mean. Yeah, you want me to play a homeless guy who just lost $1 billion, but at the same time, I'm a brilliant attorney. All right, fine. I know exactly what to do. They won't even need a rehearsals because mind is on the throne of creativity, artistry. So mind is able to easily able to active their creative sense. And that's how this conjunction works. Okay. So guys, this was my analysis of Moon and Venus conjunction. If you're new to my channel, subscribe below. Again, if you want to know where your Moon is placed, what conjunctions you have, all your planetary placements, including my books and consultations, for that check out the links here. Otherwise, we'll see you tomorrow with some other video.